Hello. It's Misconnections Monday. We have Diesel here below me. We have Daramouthe beside me. This is the first time I'm having guests on for Misconnections Monday. It's usually just me rambling and going through a series of carefully selected posts on CraigsList Misconnections. Which, Daramouthe, were you familiar with this at
I
all
know.
beforehand?
Well, in the misconnections, no, but I know CraigsList has been notorious for the get-together scene. So it used to be used for the uh, Lady of the Night sort of stuff.
Oh,
So
they're still there.
yeah, they just have to word it differently because I think Craigslist got in trouble and they had to start banning some of that in the past. But that was ages ago, so it's been a long time. But I do know that it was used mostly for that. Was just it's not misconnections. It's more like you owe me 200 connections. You know.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of like the Tinder of old, I guess.
that's
Um,
very old, very old.
Very old. Hey, watch it. Um, no, but like you said, they had to get creative, and there are a lot of creatively phrased posts on here. And Diesel, thanks for joining me today.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is hilarious, and especially like what you were talking about. That reminded me of something. I knew I was in a whole nother world. Like several years back, this dude, he's real like degenerate, and he had his phone, and this is before the real smartphones became real popular and whatnot. But this has been 10 years ago. Anyway, he was sitting there, and he got a text, and it was a coupon for hookers because he like
Okay.
he got a coupon for hookers and like texted to his phone, and then what you were just saying reminded me of that. And then I thought that's a great band name, Coupons for Hookers. But anyway, I was just like, we're living in a totally different age when this dude is getting like wait, frequent flyer miles with here you go, here's a coupon, here's 20% off for your next purchase, sir.
So you just present like, was it like a
I
more
don't, I
Nokia, like
don't
brick
know how
phone?
it
You just
worked. I
present
just
it
know he
at the
showed
time?
me like what it was because this service was in this around this area, and it was like, and I was like, where did this come up from? And it was like it looked all professional made and stuff. It had like some, I guess, some girls that were on the thing, and it looked like somebody had spent a lot of time putting this together, but it was just like you get so and so. I can't remember, but if it was like a percentage off, but it was like you get a coupon. It was like you sent it to him, and it was like this. It was
So
a deal.
did he know the number that sent him the coupon, or was it just a
Oh yeah, he'd been getting
oh
hookers from this place for a
frequent?
while. I thought, yeah, he
Oh
was a
my God.
degenerate, right? Like a real degenerate.
He's got like a little punch card. Like,
Yeah, but it was like a digital punch card and stuff like that. Oh yeah, here you go. It's like but it's like Subway. After you get like 10 of them, you get one free or
oh
50% off.
no, 2 for 1.
Oh goodness.
I mean, it was just strange, totally strange.
Interesting.
Thanks.
So anyway, just before we just go in blind, I haven't picked any of these. It's New York and probably 46 miles or so it says in the surrounding areas. So I figured we have some options. Sometimes I'll go through with the larger cities, and again, this is an old website. Thank you, Daramouthe. But people are still using it, and oftentimes it's the 35 and up crowd. And there's a lot of Randy senior citizens on here too, by the way. So just before we go in, Daramouthe, do you have a YouTube channel? You're active on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, and Rumble.
People can find you at the links below, and you have a Rumble as well.
Yes, I do have a Rumble too. Actually, the funny thing is that many people, when they between both, because it's YouTube, there are other different platforms like Twitch and stuff, but for right now, it's those two concentrations. I have gotten more through Rumble followers than I have through YouTube, because YouTube is well established that it's kind of harder, but Rumble's up and coming. So it depends on how you want to use those platforms, basically.
Okay,
So
and
it's been interesting.
what type of content? What type of content do you tend to
Well,
dabble in?
I've started out with doing the easier one.
Oh, I think he froze a little bit there. Is he frozen for you too, Diesel?
Yeah, he's froze.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay. No, I think it's
he's
a
back.
connection
There you go.
thing. Yeah,
There you go.
I'm back. So basically I started out with the beginner stuff, right? Like almost everyone starts out with gaming, right? Just playing games or whatever. But the first videos I made, and they were videos, not live streams, because Rumble, before it changed this thing, you had to have 5. Now you don't have to have 5 anymore. You can just stream. YouTube, you can stream, but it felt like it was kind of dumb to just stream to one area. So, but what was it? So I started doing sort of like this. Some were movie reviews, some were just talk about certain things. Like I didn't talk about current day stuff. I just talked about stuff was interesting. Like I know the big thing now is relationships. Relationships are the big topic to talk about, and everyone has an opinion on it, but no one really knows how to do it well. So that's
Well, maybe these people
that's
on
the topic.
Craigslist will show us the way. Maybe they're having some success looking for love on the internet. I don't think so.
If you're going on Craigslist for relationship advice, it's just like going to Twitter. So,
a funny thing about. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to say you could buy an intake for your like 72 Charger, or you could get a girlfriend. Hey, that's an all-in-one. It's almost like the Walmart of internet.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever seen those posts by some women who say like the PS5 or me? You know, like yeah. I usually just say I'll go for the PS5 because there's a resale value. So
yeah.
Burn.
I always post.
Sorry.
I post a picture of like a dusty Pong system, and like I'll take this.
I can resell it. I can't resell you. That's illegal. So.
Yeah.
There's some nostalgia value to this thing.
And
Diesel, what are you up to these days? You have a YouTube channel. You're on a lot of panel streams.
Yeah, I like panel streams because like I tend to, if it's me by myself, for some reason, I turn into like, and one of the dudes in the chat one time on one of Jesse's streams was like, yeah, you turn into Garth from like Wayne's World. It's like, hi, let me, but it's good when I have people to bounce off of. And like, I'm probably going to start something on Rumble since they're better for live streams. And that's what I enjoy. I have 0 editing skills and we talk about everything. I'm very, very random. I'm probably maybe ADD or something like that, but like, it's okay. I have a whole bunch of just stuff in my brain that goes around all the time. Like, I'm a scientist, like a graduate. I'm an actual scientist, but I'm always going around with all kinds of different stuff. So I've always got all this data and information just floating around in there, man, because, the drugs and alcohol too. And it just throws everything in random, like those old, like 50 to 100 disc CD changers from way back in the day. You just put it on random and it just runs around for different stuff. There's a few things that I'm like obsessed to the point of mental illness with, probably. Transformers, one of them.
Iron's in the chat.
Iron, what's up, dude?
Jason, you can count on Diesel for dating advice. But please note, he is not a doctor.
That's an inside joke to why my Twitter account was nuked a while back. Don't ever give out medical advice, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. And we have Bobby Baloney here, working on some Christmas lights. We've got Selena. She's working but listening. Hey. Cool Gamer and Gray Poupette. A few of these are your frequent panel streamers, right?
Yeah. I sent out to I went on Twitter and like the group of people that like, I don't have a very big Twitter following or anything like that. I go around and I check stuff out and like mostly just go in there to laugh. Like somebody today called, like, just an example. I just happened to see a post a friend of mine was responding to somebody called Nick Ricada an alcoholic. And I'm just like, and then I responded to it. I was just like, yeah, speaking as a recovering alcoholic, I don't think he's an alcoholic. He just likes to drink and trip out and make fun of stupid people on the internet. That's pretty much.
He does a lot of that.
I know. And it's hilarious too. So and that's some of the people that I like stream with and stuff like that. It's good to
and they've
nice
been on
the
familiarity and the regulars, and Iron and Selena have been on. I've interviewed Jason for his comic that he released earlier this year, Jupiter. Met some really cool people on this whole streaming weirdness.
It's cool because everybody is like, it's just this is the coolest thing ever. This is the whole new part of like you can go and hang out with people that like similar things, and you can have like these discussions that used to happen in like comic book shops and places like that whenever you'd run into people, especially with like nerdy culture type stuff. Now you can just get on the internet and do this stuff, and it's really, really cool. And like, some of the pioneers of this stuff, the live streaming stuff, Nerdrotic and all them kind of started this thing, and it grew big. And then all the peripheral and all the people around it. It's neat. It's cool. It's fun.
Hey, user. Good to see you, bud.
And I appreciate. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. It's
No, thanks for coming
nice.
on.
I saw when you guys had the stream on the Friday, and I was like, oh, my friends keep getting on. Who do I got to harass to get on?
Just message me. Just message me. Oh, and you were saying you were going to tell us about your greatest Friday ever.
Oh, yeah, greatest
before
Friday
we get
ever.
it. Yeah.
I was sitting around reading, and I am a religious person. I'm not the greatest example of one, but I'm just like I was sitting around reading this comic, and it was just really awesome. And I was just like, wow. And then I got a text, and my daughter texted me, and I have not talked to my daughter in like 2 years, and all of that stuff is now working itself out. It's nice. She's gotten away from the whole, she's had some time to get away from the whole situation and everything, and now it's like awesome. It's cool.
Awesome.
So I'm had the rest of the planet. I mean, everything. I don't care. Nobody can do anything to me. You can't phase me now. See, because I'm talking to the most important person in my life that's ever been. That's I believe the reason I was put on Earth was my daughter. So now she's
That's
talking
all
about
good to hear.
Yeah, and she's in pre-med and hoping to get into medical school.
Oh, wow.
She's gonna apply for that next year, so hopefully that'll work out.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Well, that's
she's got
awesome
my brain
news.
and she's not drunk, so that's cool.
You always hope your children are going to be better versions of you, right?
Yeah.
All the best to her. That's awesome. Oh gosh. Okay, here we go.
And scene.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, I usually pre-screen and pull ones that are interesting. Also, filter through them for, potential
Language.
YouTube violations.
Yeah.
I haven't come across any with pictures. They used to include pictures, and most of them were going to be, eggplants, or things you just don't want to see. But I haven't come across any of those. So far, so good. We'll see. So this again is the New York area with a 46-mile radius. There's 436 pages. And this is just the newest. Let's see. Posted. Let me refresh this. This was a little bit ago. See, 3 minutes ago. There's some even larger cities. You get like 10 posts over the last 3 months. I was like, really? But Hollywood's a hot spot. New York looks promising. Vegas was disappointing, actually. The Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, they wrote very well, but still super cringe. So I'll probably be as I'm going along, I'm picking areas that have a lot, to me, potential. And then I'll probably make the rounds of, the hot spots and places that I know have weird content. One of them being Hollywood. There were confusing posts, very mysterious. They have to be creative with their wording and everything. So I created a Gmail specifically for responding to posts. And they wrote back, but I haven't done it anywhere else yet. But interesting exchanges. Anyway, people
wait. So you've interacted with some of these people that are posting the thing, like asking them about.
Oh, your post was so intriguing. I want to learn more. What are you looking for? What does this mean? I was, piqued my interest. Oh, and they want somebody to write in, and I'm sure they never get anybody responding to them. So I had a couple exchanges with a few people, and then Ghost, of course. But these dorks, right? They include what appears to be their real names in their personal Gmail account to respond. It's like,
Dude.
bad
Nope.
idea.
Yeah, man. I never put any information. Like when I had to re-sign up for Twitter, it was just like I was trying to put in. It was like you got to put your birthday in, so I'm putting April 15th, 1912. But that's the date the Titanic sank. But it wouldn't let me go back to 1912, so I went to like December 7th, 1941. It was like Pearl Harbor, so I was able to put that one in there.
Nice. Oh gosh. Okay. So just to give you a little feel for it, because if you haven't caught the streams before, I skip the sad ones because people will write like messages to a lost loved one or someone who passed away or something, and this is, we're not here for sad. We're here for cringe
Mhm.
and weird. Cringe and weird. That's what we
Sometimes
do on
sad can
Mondays.
be cringe.
It can.
I
For
myself
sure.
am cringe and weird.
Wait, you are among friends. And I need my screen with the StreamYard layout. It's so bright, so I'll look transparent here for a bit, but y'all just have to deal with that.
Where'd she
All
go?
right. I'm still here. I'm just floating eyeballs. Okay, let's see. Heads up. There's always somebody looking for Richard. They're also seeking plumbers, woodworkers. Found out what a CD player was. It's been so educational. Diesel, you look worried.
I was just thinking about plumbers. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
In my experience, most of the plumbers around here are like alcoholics and addicts because, I mean, this is literally a crap job. I mean, literally, because you're having to deal. I had some issues a while back with like the toilet and the sewer lines under the building. And it was like, let me tell you something. I was like, I thought I was going to have to be put into a mental institution. It was just, it's awful.
I'm not
I know
laughing
why
at
they're
your
looking
story.
for plumbers. It's a
No.
horrible thing. Let me shut up before
Diesel.
I go off on a tangent.
Diesel, you're so cute. They're not actually looking for plumbers.
Of course they're not.
They're looking for someone to help them with their pipes, but there it is.
I'd just say pipe cleaner at that point.
See, this is that. It's just, look, man. I can't. Look, it's a lot of that stuff's a lot of new kids and their terminology.
New terminology. That's the bee's knees right there.
Oh, you're young, man. Oh, you guys are young. I'm older. I'm like an old man yelling at clouds.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let's see.
But you see, being the recovering alcoholic I am, I'm not embarrassed because it is impossible to embarrass me at this point. Nobody can do anything to me that I haven't done 1,000 times worse before. So I'm going to try to shut up.
It's a beautiful thing.
Please shut up.
Okay, so this one. I'm like, what? So, Harlem train. I saw you on the train this morning. You were a black or Latino young male carrying a big piece of wood. We locked eyes and I smiled at you. I wanted to talk to you, but you got off at 96th Street. I'm in. Here's the thing, too. Bad grammar. I try to read it as is. I am in Hispanic in my 50s. If you see this, please write back saying what color top you were wearing. Is that enough information for anybody? Okay, first of all, weird. You're on a train carrying a big piece of wood. The whole locked eyes, I smiled. This is the connection part, right? Is this enough to get a response?
He was probably going to. He's suck instruction, so he was like, "There's my soulmate to carrying friggin' no." Oh wait, never mind.
Or was he actually carrying a big piece of wood? Because this site will rot your brain. Because you think they're saying what they're saying, they're not saying what they're saying.
Right, like the whole plumber thing. There's no telling what is that. We need it. I
do not think he was carrying a piece of wood on the train.
No.
See, delayed reactions. Like Oh,
The only either you're crazy enough to carry a 2x4, or it was a very big skateboard. But this is like trying to play Jenga with a few words. You're like, well, it's gonna fall. Jeez, it's not
okay.
enough.
This dude was wearing gray sweatpants. That's what he's talking about. There was no wood at all. Anyway, yeah. See, rots your brain. Asian man misconnection with TS. Do you know what TS is?
Tourette's.
Maybe. Daramouthe, do you have a guess?
Asian man missed connection with TS.
I used to go over your place for fun interaction. You're a Dom Ebony TS lady.
I would say
Follow the clues.
I was gonna say trans, but that might not be it. So
You have to remember too, this is an older generation that exists on Craigslist. They may not be using the up-to-date terms.
transsexual is what you're talking
There
about.
you go. I need
That's
an applause
actually
button.
That's what I was. Yeah, I was gonna say that afterwards.
Well, there's another word too, but I don't want to get you in trouble for using that. That's spelled a little differently.
Yep.
Nathan Summers' transport stream. Sorry, it looked like this was about transportation. You never know.
Well, there is a map on the screen.
It looks like it's blocked in the 605 over there.
Oof. Armada. Home Depot. I need more than that. What the hell?
I got wood.
It's Home Depot.
Depot. Why
That's
did
too
you
funny.
bother? Okay. Daramouthe, would you like to read this one?
Yes, ma'am. Big, beautiful building. That's 3 B's you don't want to see in a row together. You had your dark tinted pickup truck parked next to my car at the Home Depot. Parking lot last week with your passenger side window wide open. I could see that you were petting your big, beautiful bulldog as the doggy was looking up at you. You made a compliment about your big, beautiful dog. You invited me to reach in and there we go. I pet him, but I hesitated since I was too nervous to reach over and touch him. I got you to my car and drove home, but still thinking about your bulldog. If you happen to read this, please send a clear pic of your bulldog so I know it's you. Yeah, that's clear. That's pretty
I know
clear
exactly.
What
I think I got this one.
Yeah, the only way to make it clear is rubbing up and down or something like that. I don't know. The shake weight motion. That's why you just put the shake weight. Wow.
See, creative writing. I appreciate this one.
That is
Great
creative
job.
writing, because I might translate this into like regular stuff, but I think everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
I think we got the picture.
And they spell well too. That's points for that one right there.
Definitely. There's punctuation, correct spelling. This is impressive. This is not the typical post. Oh, you get a favorite. I'll favorite that one.
There you go. A-Train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friendly guy still seeks the friendly tradesman.
Ah. Ooh.
Meh, nothing burger. Sometimes the headings look more exciting, and then you open up, it says Home Depot. It's like, okay.
Like the newspaper.
Slide at the gym. Red hen. I miss you posts. I only read the miss you ones if they seem totally unhinged, like psycho
like somebody that's like would go through your trash when you're not home.
Yeah.
Like me.
Oh no. I've been trying to put it out in advance where I'm looking, and on the off chance that somebody might post something like crazy on purpose for me to find, but no Easter eggs yet. So one of these days, someone's going to do it. Fishing lessons. Lots of missing people. Oh no.
Oh, this is good grammar.
People looking for a part-time job. This is not the section for you, lady.
Just a sec. Be right back.
Okay. Let's see. Dunkin' Donuts. We were two guys waiting at 5:30 on Sunday at the Tano Mall Dunkin'. We shared a few words and smiles, felt a connection. Tell me what we commented about so I know it's you. I mean, it's more wholesome than a couple of the. We met behind Taco Bell once. I didn't get your name. Call me or reach out to me on Craigslist of all places. Good.
It
Lord.
wasn't for that bean burrito, that's for sure.
Oh no. Got Keebler in the chat. What's up, friends? Hail the Lord. Hail. Diesel's AFK. Oh yeah, that's why I clicked on it. The red hen, Jack Murphy, right?
Ah, yes.
They're
Jack
at it
Murphy.
again. Oh no.
Yeah. What about that
Try and find-
bartender one?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
there we go.
holy moly. That's a long one. That's what she said. Let's see. Here's always a that's what she said joke in there. Okay,
Yep.
bartender who gave me $20 from the ground. The name of this bar sounds like a brand of racing tires or motor oil, and the bar itself is like being inside a hunting lodge and where no one has successfully hunted anything. You have quite the fondness for some good, sad country. You played some Michael Hurley, I think, and some Dolly, even though you are European, and I do find that kind of charming. No punctuation. I wondered if you grew up listening to them or if it was a passion found later. The winking thing is definitely a little jarring, but we'll let that slide, at least for now, because you did give me a 20 that was on the ground next to me. As per the title of the post, which we used to buy drinks, but I gave you the most of it in tips. Okay, if there's no comment, I'm power through. And buy drinks, but I gave you most of it in tips because honestly, I wasn't sure about how to make things fair since technically you had found the 20. Ha, okay. You definitely seemed like you wanted us to notice you, but maybe you just wanted everyone to notice you, and I mean as they should because you're really hot. And I feel it's okay to know that about yourself and enjoy it. Regardless, my friend and I were trying to have a serious conversation. Like, what's your point here? Get to the, this is too much background.
Story time.
My friend and I were trying to have a serious conversation. It was really breaking my concentration when you were standing there washing a glass, singing along to a George Jones-esque tune, kind of wistful, like your life was a cowboy movie. Oh, Keebler, Craigslist, the OG grinder. Yeah,
That's right.
for sure. Oh gosh. Like
You're on-
cowboy movie.
Yeah.
Cowboy movie, yeah? Okay.
Mhm.
If we go out, you might have to not sing so I can concentrate unless we go to karaoke, which seems like it could be your thing. But honestly, it's definitely not mine, so maybe this won't work out. However, my friend who was with me thinks you're cute too and loves karaoke. This is ridiculous. I'll be a little jealous, but that's okay.
I feel
It's
like
too
this
much.
is. I feel like this is a three-way that's going to happen there because you just mentioned a friend and another. It feels like it's going to be three-way sooner or later.
Okay, here's the other thing, right? You inherently have a bias, or you create a scenario. You're reading these stories. You're
Mhm.
presuming the gender of the poster, right? So
Mhm.
I was reading this obviously as a woman because it is so damn long and stupid. I mean, but it could very well be a gay man. I don't know. But when I flip flop the genders, it's like, okay, if I'm looking at this from the perspective of a female, okay, that makes sense. Checks out. If I look through it the lens of okay, it's a man. I don't know. It just changes the dynamic for me when I go through these,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
No judgment, no shade, or no anything. It just changes the story. Yeah, that's too long.
Yeah. But you
You
guys agree with
think?
them. Yeah.
If you were this bartender, this hunky bartender who loves singing and washing glasses, would this cause you to reach out if you happened across it?
If you're a bartender, you usually forget the night after, so because it's so busy.
Phrasing. Came to the dump.
Mm,
We had a good time back then. You stopped by while I was playing video games. I got your attention and you joined in. Hit me up.
See, now this one I could believe they were just playing video games though, because it's not really any more information we can go on what else is going on here, because it's just like a small paragraph and that's it.
You need more context?
Yeah, because they're saying play your video games. I got your attention, and you joined in. Hit me up. So possibly.
No, the title
Everything's a
makes me
euphemism.
the title makes me think something else.
Yeah.
Well, some
That's
places.
so. This is so. All of this, you got to like interpret this stuff and figure it out. This is entirely too much effort to put forth into finding somebody or looking for something. I'm just like,
Well, okay.
I would
Some of
never.
my
I'm like, oh.
Oh my gosh. Some of my favorite ones are where they're like, I met this guy. He was this feet tall. He was wearing this shirt. We had a great time. I've lost his number. Also, anyone who matches this description, hit me up. Like, they're very specific in who
Just
they're
in
talking
case.
about.
Yeah.
Okay, so user, it said, Jess doesn't know that New York women are gay men, won't shut the fuck up and say a bunch of nothing. I've never been to New York, and I have no desire these days.
We need Tiny but Fierce here to interpret this. She would be fantastic at this because she's basically a New Yorker.
Okay, that would be helpful.
She's fantastic. Yeah, if you have something like this, she could she'd be a great interpreter for this, and she's extremely smart.
Noted. I'll have to hit her up. And Jess, there's urinals that have video games, like gambling ones. I've heard of those, right? Like Vegas, they have, don't they? I don't know. I've never been to one.
I've never been to Vegas. Well, ask Iron and Selena if they've got, because I know they live in Vegas, so they'll know hey, if you guys are out there, the urinals have like video games on them, like whatever that stuff.
The user's gonna send it to me on Discord. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Ew, that's like,
yeah. There's something.
Video games at the urinal.
Stunning blonde.
It's been a long time since I've been to bar. They still have the trough there.
I don't know.
It's fun.
I know,
You
like,
don't know about the trough, do you? Or do you? You've probably heard of it, right?
The only trough that I know of was Dodger Stadium once upon a time. I don't know if they've redone the situation there, but I was there and the women's restrooms were totally full, so they started opening the men's restrooms for women. The trough was disgusting.
Of course, it's disgusting. Who wants to be there? That's
concept,
nasty.
all of
man.
it. It's just gross.
It was a bar that I used to go to in college. It was this total dive bar that, fortunately, I have found out since then that it was raised to the ground, which was fine. It was great. They put some shopping center or something there. That place was Jack. That's my bro. But they had a trough there. I wouldn't use it because I'm not. Oh,
there you go. There you got an answer.
Okay. That's weird.
That's inexpensive. Look at that. Look how clean that is. Is that real?
It's not in English though, so.
Oh, that's Japanese.
Like Japan.
Yeah.
That's why it's clean and it looks nice and everything like that. They have nice things. The average guy's restroom. Oh my God. When you went into that restroom too and saw that trough, oh my goodness. It's like
gross.
The Dane Cook used to have this bit about the public restroom, and it's the funniest thing because it's absolutely 100% true. It's like hilarious. You walk in there and like the most nasty, disgusting shit is not just written, it's fucking carved into the wall. And it's true. You go in there and there's always like somebody's like, Mike was here, and then another person writes, Mike is something. It puts an arrow control on the mic.
Something.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say it on YouTube.
There you go. That's a good one.
All right, here's a good one. This one's for Diesel.
Oh, I need to read? Sure.
Yeah.
Stunning blonde girl on the Sudfin Boulevard. As I was waiting for a bus that never came, I saw you and your friends saying goodbye by Sudfin Boulevard, October 29th at 1:05 a.m. I looked to you and you have amazing curves that I would love to stroke. You're white with blonde hair and your friend is a brunette that drove off. I lost sight of you as you walked up Sudfin towards Archer Avenue. I would love to see you again and talk with you. You are beautiful.
This was posted yesterday, the 26th of November. Posting it about October 29th at 1 in the morning. It's quite the delay.
October 29th? That's a that's
That's way too long.
that's a long time ago, right?
Yep. Almost
Yeah, I
a
mean,
month.
okay.
Way long, even for like, I mean, that's got to be long for even somebody that doesn't have a partially eroded brain.
But yeah, okay. Let's just say we live in a world where stunning blonde checks misconnections. Like, oh, I met that person or I saw that person. I wonder if they wrote something. It probably have like an expiration of like 48 hours, right? Especially if you're in like a metropolitan area with lots of postings going on. You'd probably think that would happen roughly soon after
Maybe.
a month.
It's a
I
weird
don't know.
thing.
I don't think he's trying hard. Tarla, wow, Diesel, you ought to you ought to do voiceover work. I never knew you had that talent.
How long have you been on stream with me, Jack? Have you not heard all my many voices? I can do this stuff. I can do voiceover for training videos. Hi. You know, I can't remember anything else to say there. If I can read it if it's there, but you know. Let's see. Eroded brain.
So speaking of waiting a long time, guy looking to reconnect with lesbian who wanted to experiment. Okay. This was before COVID, and we were chatting until your post got flagged, and then we lost touch. Wouldn't you have, if you're already chatting, you're in your email inbox at that point. What does the post getting flagged have to do with it? That's weird.
Depends on where you were chatting, though.
True. Not specified. Good point.
Yeah.
Need more information. Older male looking for younger male for friendship. My left foot, you're looking for a friendship.
That's it. There you go.
LSD.
There you go.
What could it mean? Could it mean LSD, or is it an abbreviation?
Well,
Closely
it could
shaved
be.
head in all black and
Lesbian. Something word I shouldn't say on YouTube, probably.
Like sadodominant? I don't know. I would love to dance with you. Maybe it's just drugs. We're just gonna say it's drugs.
Possibly.
Let's suck. Oh, user. What lesbo want to do? Apparently straight stuff.
There's some more Home Depot. Shit's going down at the Home Depot, ladies and gentlemen.
Home Depot, Walmart, Target sometimes, Taco Bell. Oh yeah, those are the hot
disgustingly
spots,
obese. Somebody looking for another disgusting person.
These ones kind of creep me out. The ones where they're like, you were with your mom. First of all, everyone that posts on here is over 35. You're talking to somebody who was with their parents. Maybe they're elderly parents. I don't know. But my first instinct is ew.
My first instinct is
Yeah.
wood chipper.
You were with your mom and dad. I tried to talk to you, but I miss it. I was
with
green jacket, brown pants. Happy Saturday. You wear top white, short black pants. So the pans was not a typo. That's just how they say pants.
Yeah. I'm thinking,
we look each other at Bloomingdale.
I'm thinking English is not their first language.
What if it was? Modern state of the educational system.
Indeed.
I am a wooden clockmaker. Okay. Us two guys talked about my woodwork skills. You were impressed. See, the woodworker.
I knew that was going there, even though, like, when you said wooden, the first thing that I thought of was my Black Forest German cuckoo clock that I have here hanging on the wall. The second thing I said, I know that it's not talking about any kind of like actual woodworking skill or anything like that. This is talking about somebody's like wood.
Do you think at one point it was like Dick Doc, let's go play with my clock? Is that what the conversation
no. Hickory dickory dock. Oh no.
There you go.
All right, let's see. Joe and the Juice.
You learnt in Harvard.
Yeah. You know what? They capitalize letters. They use punctuation. They're just boring. BD for WG.
Ooh. That's don't know that one.
Interested.
Oh, I know exactly what that is.
Oh, is it? I think I know. Black D for no?
Yeah.
For Big D?
Yeah. For the white girl. Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Jack Tarlad. He's a wooden clockmaker. He'll put 2 hands and a face on any wood.
Jack is great.
Bravo.
Jack is fantastic. We should. I feel like he should be hosting a show on PBS, but it would be thrown off of PBS just because it would be so, but he could, I don't know, he might could pull it off. Maybe nobody would be offended just because of the way that he talks with his accent, and he makes you really, Jack, when he talks, you think you're like going somewhere, but it's really going down a dark path. He has to be on here for me to like imitate his accent properly.
It's great job. Your impression is spot on. Exit 35. We got off at exit 35. You waved as if you know me. Hopefully you'll see this.
You got off at an exit. You're living in a tent under exit 35. The filth encrusted around your hair and face with just, yes. While you were holding your sign asking for
Oh, no. Let's see. Diesel doing a good job of translating for us normies. And Jack says you're getting better.
You need to be on. I need to hear you more. We gotta. I gotta fire back up the live stream.
The breakup ones are cringe.
I did
Not
have
the
to
kind of cringe we do here.
I did have to translate one of Jack's things one time because he said something, and basically he was he was typing something on Twitter, and it was basically talking about an umbrella, and no one else understood what he was saying, but I knew exactly what he was saying. But he typed it exactly like you would say it, so I understood it because it's like slightly English slang, so I had to translate for everybody. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be raining. He needs an umbrella. That was basically what the interpretation was, and he was just like, yep.
What does user mean? Who can make a female voice and call plus record it? For what, user? I don't trust you. You always have nefarious reasons for asking things. Diesel should start writing some of these stories. They will become internet gold.
Oh, I've got enough. I've got enough stories. I'm eventually going to start Diesel story time and start getting some videos and doing stories. I'm in Alabama. I got enough stories about this one family alone that I could make my whole channel based on this. I have to be careful though, because I know these people. they found out they'd sue me.
The looking for phone fun post that I skipped past. The phone fun people are weird. Like, looking for female for some no strings phone only fun. Okay.
Yeah, I don't do that weird. That's weird.
Peas and carrots. There's a lot we can both learn from each other. We were a good team. I was peas, you were carrots. Breakup one. Feels like you push your own happiness aside, afraid of change, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine.
And know who you are.
You know who you are. Hi to the guy who was afraid to approach me at TJ Maxx midday. Why didn't you say something? I'm shy too, but you should have said something. I was wearing a long green coat. Update! Yes, I'm a woman. Born a woman. LOL. Yeah, I was asked that question by 2 responders already. It's a world of madness when you have to clarify if you are a woman or a man.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yep.
My guys. Oh, Daramouthe, would you do the honor?
Yes, ma'am.
In your steamiest voice possible.
That's right, ladies. my guys, looking for the guy who threw the party at the hotel was hot was hot time. Was a group of 4 of us, lots of body contact, showers, playing, and doing what guys do when they are horny and willing. Please let's do it again. Maybe let's start a new group. Want this for tonight, Saturday 25th. Hit me up and I'll get the room. Be hot, clean, and ready.
Hot and ready.
Well, hot,
Oh
clean.
no.
You
Hot,
should have done
clean.
it. You should have done it in the Paul Lynde voice.
I don't know
Who
who
should
Paul.
say?
Do what?
I don't know who Paul Lynde is, or I don't remember. The Paul Lynde voice.
Used to be on. He used to be on Hollywood Squares way back. He's basically the inspiration for Seth MacFarlane's Roger voice on American Dad.
Oh yeah, no, I could not do that type of voice.
Looking for the guy who threw the party at the hotel.
Yeah.
Roger. Oh, I love Roger. Wash your ass. Thank you, Jack.
That's why be hot, clean, and ready. Is wash your ass.
Fancy free after BAM Saltburn.
Saltburn, that's interesting. Oh, it might be a band or something.
Okay. You saw
Salt-
Saltburn at BAM. It must be maybe a festival or some kind of
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
We talked about the Knicks family growing up in San Diego and comedy, including an upcoming show. We shared 2 of the longest, warmest hugs I felt in a long time. Then we both went to the bathroom and vanished. Okay. That was a plot twist. I've read too many of these. We went to the bathroom, ... and vanished. Okay. If you read this, reach out to me.
Something vanished.
Jack says Gene Schultz.
Gene Shalit.
Shalit.
Mm.
Okay. Oh.
See, Jack gets this. He's an old bastard like me. So we
Isn't he like 689 years old
thou
or something?
years old.
That's what he says.
Yeah, he's like
Very amazing.
he's like the Highlander.
Users think Saltburns is a movie. I have no idea what's going on. K, miss our weekend endeavors. L. The real reason I disappeared was he found out about my ex-Parler account and deleted it. So this is the only way I have to reach you. Good luck. There's really no like filtering ability except for just location.
Ex-Parler. Well, there's an obscure porn site. Must be mostly for gays or something. Had a lot of gay stuff on there. Who knows? 638.
638.
Yeah.
That's right.
You were close.
My mistake. I was adding a few years or a few decades. I'm sorry. Laundromat?
Ooh, that's a long one. Oh, not too long.
That's commas, punctuation, capitalization. Let's go. Eeny meeny. Either one of you.
I read the last one. Well, you read the last one. I read the one before. So
Diesel's up.
yep,
Laundromat.
Diesel.
Friday.
At the laundromat on Friday. At first I thought I was looking at ES. You look so very handsome, good looking and cute in your shorts and t-shirt. At the laundromat today, braving the cold weather outside. You were very meticulous when examining and folding your clothes so carefully at the end. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind us getting a coffee together at the donut shop, but I was too shy to ask. If you see this, let me know, please.
Thank you for putting like a little serial killer kind of vibe on that one. It made it really
I didn't
creepy.
know. I figured it was a woman, and I was just like, I couldn't read the whole thing at the Paul Lynde thing, so I was like, I don't know. I just overacted that one. So serial killer, I guess. Cool.
Well, okay, the line that had me on serial killer was you were very meticulous when examining and folding your clothes so carefully at the end. I just think that gives serial killer vibes.
You
I
were
would focus
very
on that.
meticulous when examining and folding your clothes so carefully at the end, and putting lipstick on like what's his name from Billy Madison.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi, yeah, putting the lipstick on people to kill and Xing out Billy Madison on there.
Yeah, like you're meticulous when examining and folding. The way I'm very meticulous when examining and folding up my victims. Like, I don't know, just give me vibes.
To make sure every bit of DNA is dissolved in this giant rubber plastic container that I learned how to dissolve bodies in from Breaking
Chemical
Bad.
barrels. Oh,
Chemical
no.
barrels, yes.
I feel like I'm 14 again. I'm just over here studying math, not doing too bad, though. Just need trig and calc back in my head. You old pricks probably still remember this stuff. Well, I don't know
Trigonometry and
trig.
calculus. I know a little bit. It's been a while. Trig, a little bit. I know all chemistry, though.
Oh,
My daughter's actually teaching chemistry as a graduate assistant, too.
Nice.
that's awesome. Jack, tell me ChatGPT wrote your response without telling me ChatGPT wrote your response. Contains grammar and punctuation. Solid.
Yeah, the only thing though, you chat GPT always gives itself what you ask it to draw something, and then they can't do hands. There'd be like extra fingers,
Weird hands.
weird.
I did I was trying to get like an avatar, so I did like you get 200 avatars for a one-time price, right? So you give them sample pictures to go through. Inevitably, there's like, let's say it's a 200 pack. There's like 2 usable because literally they have 3 arms, they've got 3 hands, the eyes are all wonky and weird. It's like, oh,
Everything is like some kind of psychotic fever nut dream. It's like awful.
it's a trip. One turned me into a popsicle, like a melting popsicle thing. It was so weird.
Disturbing.
It was very disturbing.
And we want to, yes. Did no one learn anything from Terminator? By the way, why is the basement full of robot skeletons? I don't understand what's going on here.
Oh gosh, let's see. We're coming up on an hour. I gotta run some errands today, but let's catch a couple more and we'll call it. Let's see. It's gotta be Bear Burger Forest Hills. That's just a restaurant, right?
White Hummer guy.
Oh
Oh,
no.
oh, wow, we have another long one.
Oh,
it's not
this is a bolo.
It's not too bad.
Oh. That's not a fun one though. Let's do fun. My imagination. We said hello at Quick Check. You were an adorable Hispanic man, 30s or 40s, 5'8" to maybe 5'10", trimmed beard. I'm your average-looking white lady who thinks I maybe missed an opportunity. Say, look at her, going for the, everyone's always like, oh, you must be 6 feet tall and blah blah blah. Look at her.
Yeah, but
Great
it's still a bit of a sad one though. It's a missed opportunity, so it's still a bit of a sad one.
It's not funny. Italian dude who eats steak on Saturdays.
Oh, there you go. Both work hard seems cool. Oh, that seems nice. Although we could be double entendre here, so it might be something else.
Right.
Could be a friendly thing.
Eat steak on Saturdays.
That's right. A steak is good anytime if you want it.
We both work in the car industry. We chatted at the bar. You seem super cool. I want to get a steak with you some Saturday in the future. Sus.
Little.
Little sus. Our chef Sonas. I hope our chef Sonas are still friends. Is that a word or is that a made up thing?
Probably made up, but it seems to work.
It's their chef personas, and they've been hanging out online, pretending to be chefs, and have a whole thing behind it.
Okay. Always with this. Okay, Linden Target. Early Saturday morning, me, 32-year-old white male, you, mid-20s Latina. We ran into each other a few times in the store and exchanged glances. We both checked out at the same time, and I was going to ask for your number in the parking lot. Approaching in the parking lot's a little creepy. Don't do that. You vanished. What color pants did you have on? I don't know. It's always weird to me when they're like, tell me this, and this. And I get it. You get a lot of weirdies in here, right? This is weird town. But you're putting it on the person to find your post and give information up to you. I don't know. I just don't think there's enough in there that's
good grief. It's worse. It's like you got to go through 2-step verification and you've forgotten everything.
Right. Maybe our eyes were too locked on each other for me to notice your pants, or I don't know. It's just silly.
Or maybe I was thinking about something and I was like, just happened to look in that direction, was actually looking at the wall.
Right? People are so silly and creepy. Let's see. Let's get some more. Oh, that's like G to L Oh, never mind. They're talking about transportation.
Oh, you know what I was like, wait, is there
wait a
what's the
second.
L? Is this some new stuff they've come up with now?
No. Muscle guy in Target again. Mail for mail. You saw I was checking you out. Hit me up. Not enough information. What aisle? What was muscle guy wearing? Saw that I was checking you out. Hit me up. I don't know if that's enough. That's not enough.
Oh, we do know it's a guy hitting on a guy, so.
See, no imagination there. So. Woodworking. Another one. I'm surprised there's not been any plumbers or anyone looking for Richard. When I first started this and I was like, oh, looking for somebody that they knew named Richard. And then I started seeing lots more of looking for Richard. It's not Richard. They're looking for D.
Yep.
This is a giant, horribly grammatically incorrect run-on sentence.
Do it.
I did woodworking for. You said my woodwork was exceptional. Us two guys talked. You were an older man, very smart. You said I play the flute really good too. Maybe I could have another hot dog later on. They were good over there. I'll be home.
Beautifully done.
You know, if you did it faster, it'd sound like Boomhauer. Woodwork, they were exceptional.
You said my woodwork was exceptional. Two guys talked. You were an older man, very smart. You said I play the flute really good too. Maybe I could have another hot dog later on. They were good over there. I'll be home.
They should call you for that one, right there. Just call you back to Keenan for that one.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd be wanting. They'd take one look at my shirt and be like, I don't think this guy does like woodworking.
But he plays the flute very well.
Or I don't think he plays the flute at all.
I don't think he's playing a flute at all.
I don't think he plays any. Yeah, they'll see that. They'll be like, oh my God, it's like it's one of them.
Flute players. Curses.
Workout friend.
Flute lessons. You get a
flute lessons.
Oh.
A free flute lesson.
That's a tongue twister.
Oh.
Free flute lesson for friends 55. That is a tongue twister.
Oof.
Free food for free.
And there was no room at the inn. He plays the skin flute. No, that's a myth. That doesn't happen.
Skin flute. Hot dog? Tube steak? What is this? I'm confused.
Oh no. You know what? I think we're going to leave CraigsList today on flute lessons, free flute lessons. Oh, that was great.
That's too good for that one.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on. Do you guys have anything coming up that you're working on or you want to plug, or just like, sub, keep an eye out, do the bell, all the things so you know when they're up to something? What do you have on?
Oh yeah. I'm not nothing right now at the moment. I usually, if I do have something, I put it on my Twitter so you can look on there. But right now I'm just trying to stay consistent, because that's one of the things you have to do for content creation, is stay consistent, because I've been sort of on and off. And the holidays too, right? The holidays. So
yeah, everything's all awkward and clunky for a little while during the holidays.
Yeah. So, and I do this after work. It's not something I do, I'm not like some of those big YouTubers, or most of us anyway. So, but yeah, I do it on when I can, and majority of the time, like I said before, it's either gaming or just talking about stuff that interests me, or a review movie, whichever one. So,
all right. So I put your links in the description, also in the chat.
Thank you.
And Diesel, what do you have going on? What's coming up?
I know Wednesday, winding down Wednesdays on the Common Nerds channel at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. and 4 p.m. avocado time. I don't know. Now I'm kind of like, I've got this thing set up. Jack, what are you doing? Hit me up on Twitter, dude. We'll stream in a little while if you want to. Just for the hell of it, if you want to. We can talk about stupid shit. Stuff. I'm sorry. I'm trying not. You guys don't. I curse too much. I'm trying to.
Well, on
try to
my
read the room and not do that.
on my day stream, I typically kind of reel it in a little bit. Friday's a shit show and a half, always.
I try not to. I try not to, but like every once and then, it's like I used to censor myself and stuff like that, but now it's like I don't know.
Well, it's kind of
I'm
like a PG-13
foul.
movie, right?
Yeah.
For the day streams, PG-13 works. You can say shit a lot. You get one
Yeah.
F-bomb pass before you have to make it rated R. No,
Right.
I'm just messing.
Yeah,
But
I see
No,
people.
that sounds right. That's actually a pretty good formula to have right there. That sounds about right. As long as it's not PG from the early 80s. Did you know
Yeah.
you could they had nudity in some PG movies?
16
Back then.
candles, you get titties, you've got F-bombs left and right. It's supposed to be underage titties too, by the way.
Airplane 2.
There you go. It's been a while since I've seen that one.
Back to the Future. Back to the Future had language in it as well, PG.
Yeah, they weren't topless girls going through like a scanner though, and it was like all the dudes had on their clothes. These guys were sitting there watching the scanners. All the dudes had their clothes on. When the girls came through, they were all topless.
80s are amazing.
Yes, it rocked.
Oh man. Jack says can't stream tonight, mate, but if you want to start the Mondays streams up again, I'm happy to.
May have to do that, homie.
Yeah. Get it going.
Ooh,
We need
la,
more
la.
of you guys. All right, with that, we're gonna play the outro. Like, subscribe, follow all these wonderful guys, and maybe we'll do it again. I don't know.
Be
If
awesome.
you're available, it's fun.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna cue the music.